Hey people, hey guys, pardon me. It's the 23rd of February, 2026. And wow, to think it's jeez have mercy, man. The days are going. It's the final week of the year, and is it come Sunday? We done with February. Sorry, final week of the second month of the year. I'm just looking at the calendar here. And come Sunday. It will be the 28th of February. Yeah, sorry, Saturday. Jeez, man. And then, we done with February again. The times they are going. So I hope everyone is making the best of whatever time you have. Place quite important. And as the saying goes, as I said earlier, let me just share my screen. I did say, or as the title says, a new kid is on the block. Now, who's this new kid? Well, wait to find out. Let's see. And of course, I hope everyone had a great trading day. You, again, great is relative. You don't have to be active. Some people just think, oh, I didn't do much. Yeah, that means I didn't have a good trading day. But no, you don't have to do anything at all. Like I always say, trading day sometimes I think I was saying earlier today that I started the year with 40%. And I think as at the beginning of the month, sorry, a week ago, I was down to 27%. And of course, with the market selling off, I am my year-to-date performance right now is, let's see, actually, good or bad, I would always tell you. So, I'm down 22%. I'm still not doing anything at all. Very little action. And like Stan Druckenmiller said, one of the trading legends said, there's always a bull market somewhere. Now, if you look at the market, I have been talking about this since last year. And what do we have right here? We have been saying that this market has been nowhere since October last year, somewhere around there. And as you can see year to date, the last 6 months, in fact, the last 3 months. So, it's eroding the gains from last year. So you know, from last year, the market hasn't really been anywhere. And if at all, it's just maneuvering. So, yes, we're getting headlines. There's so many ways to trade this. Some people said, oh, do you know what? Just ignore the cues. Well, some said, I look at the cues and that will decide what I will do. It's up to you, really. Even if you look at the RSP, which is the RSP is you know, the equally weighted. We've been all-time high, and it kind of feels like things are really bad. But honestly, zoom out. We are still, we're still very, very, very at the top. And again, I've got to say, this market's still expensive. I'm sorry. If it feels like it's selling off, it's not selling off, in my opinion. So, if you look at I saw something today. Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway is holding the biggest pile of cash ever. Now he's got 382.8 billion with a capital B. 382.8 billion. That's about 400 billion. And this is about, we have 503 companies at S&P. He can buy 480 of them cash if he wants to. So, you know, if you look at Warren, there's got to be something he's seeing. And if you're paying attention enough, you probably will see. You don't have to jump or jive or fire um, at every moving, how do I say? Stock. It's 1.07 trillion, but he's waiting. We know his strategy, his style, very much there. I want to wait, get a premium at a discount, and that's what he wants to do. But anyway, woke up today to see some news. I think bulk or part of what I'm going to be talking about will be mostly corporate news or corporate events. So yes, woke up today. I saw NVO. And this is quite interesting actually. This is something I thought Oh, do you want to buy the dip? Do you not want to? Um, this is something that traded all the way to 50. Yeah, we're talking earlier this year, actually. All the way to 60 something. I thought, nah, just be patient, be patient. Around the 50, and I took it. Now, let me tell you what happened. Twice. Boom, came down. Oh no, time to buy the deep. It's an amazing company. Boom, and now you can see it again. So you got to be careful. You got to be careful. Not all dips are worth buying. And you can say since that deep session, Nvidia was dumped, what, 36%. He's dropped 36%. So sorry, not all dips are worth buying. I'm not really reading into the news, but we know, likewise, HIMS. Someone thought, oh, HIMS is the place to be then. And look at that. Ooh, they've got earnings, coincidentally. I'm not sure if it's a good one or not, but it looks like, yeah, slight miss on revenue, and it looks like it's selling off again. When is this? When are people going to get tired of HIMS? But anyway, it's play sympathy. So no matter how good it is or bad, HIMS is actually being sold off. So that's live in the news. But anyway, so that's that one. Um, Another one we had today, look at that, PayPal. Look what we got here. PayPal. While the market was really down, PayPal came firing all cylinders. I think there seems to be somebody wants to buy, and it's probably going to be getting it at a discount because, to be fair, PayPal is still growing, firing on all cylinders. And if PayPal is still firing on all cylinders and someone says they want to buy, why not? They better buy because I think people say, who's still using PayPal? Look, sorry, but I still use PayPal for certain things anyway. But again, look, look at the deal though. This is just a horrible, horrible price action. But thankfully, someone to want to take it out of the misery, and it's generational lows. What is it? My goodness, 10 is that 10-year low? There you go. So, it can't get any cheaper than that, I guess. So there you go. So yeah, not a lot for me. Do I care about it? Not really. So yeah, anyway, congratulations if you're in, if you're able to go get a good price in, that's fine, good for you. Also, Bitcoin, look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is actually, I was talking about someone who USDT. Somebody talked about Bitcoin is a short and it's going to go all the way to 40. But look, I don't know. All I know is it's still very much weak. And you can see if you look at, I mean, this is me looking at it on a weekly, but looking at Bitcoin right here, very poor performance. Not bad, but then look at the support there, maybe 55. Look, I'm not going to predict. I will rather buy in strength. And right now, I can't see any form of strength at all. So Bitcoin is still very much in the bear market. And as a result of that, um, you know, I see some other people saying, oh, maybe we want to go for coin. Look, any related stock playing in tandem, in sympathy with Bitcoin, it's going to collapse with it. This is it right here. I think that there was a relative coin. Somebody mentioned to me, oh, Solana is cheaper, $90. And I'm like, can you define cheap? There you go. Since $90, it's been wiping it off. And this is just still going to come down a little bit more. You got to be patient, buy the strength, wait for strength. So, like someone said, don't buy the dip, buy the strength after the dip. Let people start moving in, and then you can come in. I think another one was ACLX, which is amazing. I think this got acquired by Gilead. Look at that, 77%. Again, you could see the strength in here. So I've got to say congratulations because I know someone who was holding this for a while, and that's a 77% right there. So, there's a bit of weakness in there, but look at this 77. It just went straight all-time high. It must have been an amazing deal as well that they got. So this is a great one. But anyway, so now what do I want to talk about today? I want to talk about who's the new kid on the block. We've been saying if you look at the markets, the kids went from Elon Musk. Sorry, I'm going to miss out some names. The kid went from Elon Musk. From Elon Musk, we had just different kids. We had Bitcoin. Bitcoin is that fancy Satoshi was another cool kid on the block. After Satoshi, we had Sam Bankman-Fried, SBF, and then we have Jensen Wang, which Nvidia. I still think Nvidia is still doing amazing. Nvidia. After Nvidia, we have Sam Altman, which is AI. Of course, sorry, I said AI, ChatGPT, the godfather, the new kid, shiny kid. But now we have a new kid, and that new kid is, say with me, drum roll, Anthropic. I think the CEO, got the name, Dario Amadei. I hope I'm not butchering the name. That is the new kid. I'm not going to put the picture there. I think Amadei, I think if you can Google him, that's the new kid on the block, CEO Anthropic. Now, what makes him the new kid on the block? Everybody wants to associate with him. Look at what happened last week. By one tweet. What did he do? Took down CrowdStrike. What did he say? We can literally make what you guys are making in 2 hours. This is a company which is an 88 billion. Well, I think as of last week it was over 100 billion in size. Now we can do whatever you're doing in 2 hours. One tweet. And guess what? Got eroded. And he took it all the way. And they've been seeing it. People have been waiting for this tweet. Been selling from 560. Now he's at 350 and it's still going to go further down. Boom. Something else happened. Oh yeah, we can make games online. Cloud is going to make a game or whatever it was. Boom. We had Unity sold off all the way from what price? From the highs of 40, decimated, cut into half, and it's still selling off. What else now? IBM had it again. IBM, look what they said to IBM. Yeah, we can do whatever you're doing and we can do it for cheaper. Look at that, 13% down. So that's the new kid on the block. Everybody wants to associate with it. It's going to render software useless. Let's see what it says. Look at software guys. It's quite interesting actually. Look at IGV, IGV. IGV software still, it was down heavily today, 5%. I love these capitulations. It kind of gives you a signal of a reversal if you pay attention. But Palantir, now Palantir is the AI, is it not AI? Palantir is part of the IGV. Is Palantir AI? Is not. Look, Palantir is holding on for dear life, literally holding on for dear life. And that's something I said earlier today. And it's trying. I don't know if I think Palantir is part of the AGV. Look at Hood as well. So literally anything. And I've got to show you one more. These guys can do it. Now, they're just saying, look, you guys are just a platform. Everything else, the brain, we can replicate the brain. If you can replicate the brain, it doesn't take much to replicate the platform. One more thing, AXP. What did they say about AXP, American Express? Oh, the credit profile, all that can be easily done. And boom, people go scared. So that, but what do you notice? We've been hearing this since God knows when. I'm just going to use the queues again as an example. Oh, yeah, what happened here? Inflation was at all-time high. Look at that. Oh, COVID, we're going to die. Again, this is the dot-com era. Boom. So, we've been hearing it. Inflation, we're going to die. I think slash Ukraine war, whatever happened here, I can't remember. And then again, tariff, okay, Liberation Day. These things happen. If you're an investor, again, this is not financial advice. You would just buy, be patient, and wait. Look at what happened to now. The CEO, he put $3 million of his own money. I'm buying. What do you mean you're selling it down? Market didn't care. Market still gave it a deal though, sold it down. And then Duolingo, everyone is talking about these guys will keep growing. But you know what? Anthropic says we can do whatever you're doing. So what and look at that line. So first they came for your stock. I think I don't know about Meta actually. So what I'm gonna say is first AI came for you, and some of you bounced back. Now Anthropic is saying, look, you thought you could do AI. We could do beyond whatever AI is doing. And look at Meta. Meta is struggling above that 630 right now. So I don't know how I'm gonna play this, or I don't know how you're gonna play this. For me personally, I am calm. Um, not without releasing too much strategy or anything. I am just calm and I'm watching. Sometimes it's nice just watch, be a spectator. If I'm an investor, I will start nibbling a little bit, make a shopping list, and that's about it. But as a trader, just watching it play out. It's up to you how you want to play, but I'm just gonna say, be careful. Don't try to time the bottom. Let the strength resume. The market's not great at the moment. We have actually a very low percentage that we're going to get rate cuts. So look, what's the news coming out of this market? We are literally scrambling for little pieces to eat. But on that note, don't forget there's always a bull market somewhere. Korean market is huge. I was looking at emerging markets. Guess what? It's the EEM. Emerging markets is actually on a 20-year breakout. I'll give that to you. And that is that one there. It's not played out today, but that's the emerging market. Literally, it's literally at an all-time high. And you can see, let me see if I could scroll further down. But yeah, so there's all I'm trying to say is there's a rally somewhere. There's a rally somewhere, number one. There's a bull market somewhere. Look at the emerging market though. This is just all good, if you have to time it properly. But if you want to play America, just be patient, relax. Um, Commodities are not exactly doing well. I didn't look at cocoa today, but oil, I know well, I don't know, but there's a speculation that America might go at it with Iran. But again, I've had this line there drawn for eons. Is oil going to break out now? I think it's probably about to break out and then sell off again. But with the way there are uncertainties, I'm not here to speculate or risk. If I see a proper, what's the word? If I see a proper bull, I will go for it. If I don't, I won't. One more thing, I was talking about our capital. These are the guys that cause CoreWeave to sell off, etc. Because people are speculating. Look, you guys don't have the money, and CoreWeave is not making money, and a lot of this data centers are not making money. How are you able to fund them? We don't know, right? Therefore, we deserve to take your capital. And owl has been decimated. So there's a lot for you as an investor. Somebody put a post on X somewhere, I think. He said, look, you're gonna look down 10 years later and you'd be like, oh, 2026 was such a gift. Is it a gift? I'll let you make that decision. But on that note, have a great day tomorrow, and I shall see you on the field. Take care. Bye bye.